Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. We have got week 3 of the Zwift Racing League and I for one was looking forward to this race. I kind of predicted that I was going to do very well in this race, especially after my 4th position last week. You know, I was hankering for a win, but unfortunately my suboptimal, my rubbishy tactics unfortunately cost me quite dearly in this one. So guys and girls, I need your help. I need you to tell me how I can improve and how I can use all of this extra, training that I've been doing to win a race, because ultimately that's what I want to do. I want to win a Zwift Racing League race so we can celebrate it on this channel and say that we completed it together. So any help would be much appreciated. Now, this course itself is Makuri Islands. It's the country to coastal. And you can see here we've got this little kicker to start off with, a little leg opener, which is really quite nice. And I actually wasn't too worried about this initial climb. I remember doing this race, or a course similar to this, or a start of the course similar to this, maybe 2 or 3 seasons ago. So I wasn't overly worried. And as you can see, I'm kind of just near the front. Wasn't ever, thinking I was going to get dropped here. Just something to kind of point out on this race as well. So we run 2 Rafa C teams, the Clinchers and the Crux. And unfortunately this week we didn't actually have enough riders to get the 2 teams out. So I was riding in the Crux team, which is the Division 2 C team. So I came into this race pretty confident, to be honest with you, because last week I obviously finished in 4th place, and that's a Division 1 race. Now, I don't know whether or not Division 1 or Division 2 it makes any difference at all, and whether teams actually put their stronger riders in the Division 1. But anyway, I kind of felt, pretty confident about this one. I thought I was going to be, there or thereabouts. I had a look at that little Zwift predictor thing app that I've got. And it actually said that I should have finished 2nd in this race, so no spoilers. But yeah, it had me kind of quite high up. So, I was confident. And, my goal is to win one of these. I really want to win one of these. It's why I've been doing the training. It's why I've been putting the hours in and doing the VO2 max work and the 2-hour, 3-hour rides on a Sunday. It's why I do it, so I can compete in these races through the winter. And, I really felt like this one was my first opportunity to give it, a decent go at, coming at the top. So you can see after that kind of initial incline, it's settled down a little bit. We've got a main pack here. We haven't really lost anyone off the back, maybe a few off the back. But you know what? It was kind of lowish pace. I was doing around the 200 watt mark. You can see there heart rate's relatively low. And I just thought, maybe I should have a little squirt off the front here. And yeah, I do that. I think, I'm just going to go off the front, just going to see, if anyone wants to come with me, how everyone else's legs are. We're 15 minutes in. Why am I doing this? Why am I burning a match? Because there's no reason for me to do this at this point, apart from maybe to try and lose a few off the back. And with such a big group, it's just not going to happen. So, this is maybe a good couple of minutes I do this for, gain out, couple of seconds. Someone does come with me and I'm like, I can't be bothered now to chase that person down. They're not going to get far. And then just the rest of the group comes back and I'm just like, well, that was, you can see from a power chart, that was like a match burnt there. Don't know why I did it. Why am I doing that? So as I say, this is the first kind of little error that I made. Because I know that, this course has got a couple of other inclines, which I need to save myself for. So I just settle back in. I know that person out front, I'm not worried about that at all. So I'm just going to let the group kind of bring it back down these rolling hills or down the rolling declines. So yeah, not worried at all at this point. Feeling not too bad, but silly really. Now, something else to note is I've got a feather power up here, which I don't think I used that for quite some time, which once again, I was happy with that power up, but I just thought, I'll keep it maybe for as long as possible. Should I be using that power up at every kind of like occasion? Maybe I should do. I don't know, maybe something. Someone give me some advice. What should I do? Should I just use the power-ups each time and then just get a random one, or should I save it for like the, a particular incline? So kind of half an hour in now, almost half an hour in, we're coming up to the kind of corkscrew. And once again, just going to try and stay with the front group here. And yeah, as you can see, not using the feather at all. I feel pretty comfortable. Watts are reasonably high. And for this race, actually, I think I got my best 12-minute power in a long time. I think it was 283 watts for 12 minutes, which is, it shows that I'm kind of, my training's working. I'm there or thereabouts in terms of, my power. But once again, look, middle of this one, and I kind of like launch off the front, not in any sort of, not as an attack, but I'm just leading everyone else up here. I got a second gap. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Is it to make me go, oh, look, I got to the top of the hill first? I don't know. It's kind of annoying, though, if I'm honest. And I was trying to kind of talk myself out of doing it. But, the legs felt good. And at the front, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should. So as you can see there, by once again, the power graph at the bottom, that is another match burnt. Where really, I think I should have been just sat in the pack there. So far, so bad, I would say. And I'm just resting up here now at the back of this pack, because I know that we have got another little incline coming up towards the end of this course now. So in my head, I'm thinking we've got about 15-ish minutes left of this race. So the other thing that I would kind of want to mention here, as I'm leading again at the front, and yeah, that's another mistake I made. I kept chasing everything down. Anyone went off the front from now, I just chased it down, which was silly. But I'm thinking really I've got like one last chance for another attack coming up this incline. Or the other thing that I could do is wait until the kind of last little part of the race, the last, mile-ish, and just, really go for it then. So I didn't have anything set in stone what to do, and I think that's probably another little issue that I've got here. I'm towards the front of the group again, which was absolutely fine. I still haven't used that feather power up, and yeah, I'm caught in two minds here. Do I go early and try and sustain it, or do I don't know, do I wait until the end? And me being me, off I go, make a little attack, just coming up this bit here, and what am I, maybe a second, 2 seconds. And I think because I'd done a couple of efforts early on, I was just like, maybe at the end I'll just do it. And I just didn't have the mental strength there to hold it. I probably had the legs, to be honest with you. I just didn't have the mental capacity to go, yeah, I'm going to stick it out for the next kind of 3 miles. So the pack comes back once again. Still haven't used my feather power up. So I've actually only used 1 aero so far in this race, and I don't know, I'm not super tired, but I am, like, I can tell that my legs have done a bit of work in this race, so yeah, not great. And as we come to the end of the race here, someone then goes off the front again. I then chase that person back, which is ridiculous. 1.4 miles to go. I don't want that person going away. Someone else then attacks. I then bridge that gap, and look, I just keep on doing it. And then I'm like, right, I'm going to need some rest before the last mile. Heart rate is, as I say, reasonably high for me at this point. And yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to get some rest here as someone sneaks off the front. Now, something I also didn't do is I didn't look at who was going to be the kind of, my main competitors in this race. And yeah, look, I'm just leading everyone, or I'm trying to lead everyone back to this person. So everyone's getting a free draft off me. They come through. I now hit my featherweight for the first time. And look, they're in the distance. It's game over for me. 4th, 5th is the maximum that I'm going to get here. I just really haven't got the legs to finish this off. I got a couple chasing. And yeah, I come through the line for 5th place. Now, 5th place is not terrible, right? It's, out of whatever it was, 40 plus people, not the end of the world. But I just made so many mistakes in that one. I feel like I could have won it and I didn't. So come on, in the comments, what should I have done in that race? Let's have a go at Glilp Heights, I think it's called, which is in a couple of races' time. The good news for Rafa is we're top of the league, which is great. But let's try and get a win out there. Oh, I just want to win one of these. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.